Welcome to this episode of A Blind Guy, His Wife, Their Life Live. Hey, we're here to talk about what you can do as far as creating courses and expanding your reach throughout other as a content creator and getting sponsorship with Bare Knuckles fight champion Reggie Educated Hands Barnett Jr. and his promoter Ricardo. All taking place after this 5-minute story.
All right. So we got a 5-minute story for y'all. We got TWP Popcorn in there. He is ready for the 5-minute story. Trash Can Waves has not only said good morning, he's also put in hashtag the home team. So y'all know we do giveaways on this show. So whether you're watching now or on the replay, be sure to put in hashtag the home team in the comments if you're live and to comment afterwards. You might win something.
All right. So are we ready for the 5-minute story?
Let's do it.
All right. This story is a familiar story. It's an oldie but goodie. A lot of people have heard it before, and I'm going to tell it again. Since we got a fighter in the house today, I think I'll tell you a story about an epic battle.
Ooh, an epic battle.
That started way down in the jungle deep.
So wait a minute, because right after this, GT Jr. grows in Alaska, we are going to bring in the promoter for this fighter. Now, keep in mind, somebody may or may not get punched in the face. I don't know. All I can say is that Keisha Taylor has done it. She's put in hashtag the home team. She's ready to win. GT Jr. is ready. Let's go.
Way down.
Wait, is this about a pimp named Slickback?
No,
Trash Can Waves. This is not about a pimp named Slickback. All right, Wallyverse Media, we're ready.
Way down in the jungle deep. The big bad, the signifying monkey stepped on the big bad lion's feet. Ooh. And the monkey said, "Can't you see? You jumping all over my feet." The lion said, "Man, I ain't heard a word you said. If you say 3 more, I'm going to be jumping on your head." Now, the monkey lived in the jungle in a banana tree. He was always jiving that lion every day of the week. But just one day before the sun went down and the monkey got his butt kicked all over the jungle town, the monkey got wise and started using his wit and said, "I'm about to put a stop to this monkey whipping bit." So the monkey stepped to the lion on the very next day and said, "Oh, Mr. Lion, there's a big bad dude coming your way." He said he's somebody that you don't know. He just broke loose from the Ringling Brothers show. He talked about your people in a terrible way. He talked about your people till his hair turned gray. He said, "You ain't no good and your daddy stay drunk." He said, "You ain't nothing but a trash talking punk." He said, "Now, Mr. Lion, you know that ain't right. So when you run up on that elephant, I think you best be ready to fight." The lion jumped back and let out a roar. His tail shot back like a 44. He ran through the jungle, knocking down trees and kicking giraffes down to their knees. He ran up on the elephant talking to the swine and said, "All right, you big bad sucker, it's going to be your behind and mine." The elephant looked at him out the corner of his eyes like Reggie Barnett Jr. and said, "Pick on somebody your own size." The lion jumped and made a fancy cut, but the elephant sidestepped him and kicked him in the butt. He broke his legs, messed up his face, snatched his whiskers, and snatched his tail out of place. He picked him up and slammed him into a tree. Nothing but lion feces as far as the eye could see. The lion drug itself back through the jungle more dead than alive, just to run up into that signifying monkey and some more his signifying jive. The monkey said, "Man, you don't look so swell. I seen it when that elephant snatched off your tail. And I told my wife just before you left, I ought to whip you my own self." The monkey got it happy and started jumping around. His feet missed the limb and his behind hit the ground. Like a streak of lightning and a ball of white heat, that lion was on top of that monkey with all 4 of his feet. Nothing the monkey could say and nothing the monkey could hear, but tears rose to his eyes. He knew it was about to come to the end of his signifying jive. The lion slapped the monkey and broke his neck, left that monkey in a terrible wreck. Nothing the monkey could say and nothing the monkey could hear, but he knew that was the end of his bull jiving and signifying career. And again, we have a fight champion himself who reminds you of that elephant when he handles his opponents in the ring.
All right, Lashes Journey, you're handling the real estate. Urban Gardening Chronicles is handling that. I don't know what she called that fat raccoon that attacks. But y'all, we got a champion coming up
We got Ricardo, who is the promoter for Reggie Educated Hands Barnett Jr., who's here today to talk about fighting is a business decision. You know, when you're in the NBA or in the NFL or in Major League Baseball and something happens and you want to fight, you got to make a business decision. Do I want to catch those fines? Do I want to be suspended for any games? Do I want to get kicked out of the league? But that all goes out the window when you're fighting for a bit. Fighting is your business. Like Bareknuckle fight champion Reggie Barnett Jr.
Let's bring him in and see what we can see. Oh, wait, you can't see, Corey. Your eyes don't work. Hey, y'all. Good morning. Welcome. How are y'all doing today?
Hey, how you doing? Good afternoon.
All right. So, Ricardo.
I was savage.
So Reggie, hey there, hello. Let's make sure everybody knows who's who, because we just told a story, which is why you're like, I thought I was savage. That signifying monkey was horrible. Lasha says it was a great story. Keisha Taylor is clapping. Who is who? We have a promoter here. We got a fighter.
Can y'all tell the difference?
Okay, y'all tell me. Can y'all tell the difference? Because GT Jr. is somebody's flexing. Oh wait. Hold on, wait. Let me do this, because I got somebody out here. Let's see if y'all know which one is easy. Okay. I don't know if they should fight, if they should spar. I know you got a course on it. That's the reason. He done put the fight in the headlock.
Oh man.
So Ricardo, can you introduce yourself to our viewers and tell them what role you play as part of Reggie's camp?
Well, my main role is just to try to help him to possibly sell out the scope, but I think that's already pretty much done.
Yeah, pretty much. So, Ricardo is one of my sponsors, as well as one of my partners as far as doing promotions and events within the 7 cities, the community, and also helping to provide opportunities to other people, as far as our networking. Thus, our linking today. I wouldn't know or have this interview if it wasn't for Ricardo and our our work together. So I really do appreciate it. But no doubt.
All right.
Absolutely. This is good news, because we have a lot of people here. They're watching. We even have my Renaissance grandma. Now she fights in the kitchen. You know what I mean? She does her thing. And Gail at Night is reminding people to please be sure to click the like button. Now, I got a question for you from Wally. He says, Fight Night Convo, ring the bell, round 1. So the first question that we want to know is, you're talking like a normal person. I thought fighters, y'all talk trash, because that's what I do. Like, here's your website. You're here on the website, arms in the air. You're the champion, but you're also. I'm gonna see if I can play this video on mute, because you're also doing courses so that other people can learn from you as well. Tell us a little bit about Educated Hands University. Are you just teaching people how to talk trash? Are you teaching people techniques? He up there dancing, Corey. You know how the fighters always do their thing when they win. They.
I dance before I get in the ring. And then I dance in the ring while I'm going around my opponents. But no, the Educated Hands University is for learning bare knuckle primarily. Boxing is my base. It's been my base, but I teach bare knuckle in there. But we also teach life lessons, a little bit of life coaching within everything. All the aspects of fighting for me is relative to life, and we like to relate some of the things we do in training, to life situation.
So speaking of training, you're getting ready for a championship bout on Friday. This Friday, coming March 24th at the Scope Arena in Norfolk. When it comes to training, it's the physical training, it's the mental training, but it's also the nutritional health. What is it that you do to take care of your body, and how do you teach people to take care of their bodies the way you take care of your body?
Because I see Pim laying people low. So tell us how you're doing that. Are you eating certain foods? Are you eliminating?
Look, I'm a fat kid at heart. I'm a fat kid at heart. When I retire from fighting, I'll probably build up to like 180. I'm all over I'm at 140 right now. But it's lifestyle. Everybody talks about dieting and I don't want to go on this diet, but it's really lifestyle. If you train, well, not train, but if you accustom yourself to living a certain lifestyle, eating certain foods or whatever, then it's not a diet. It's just,
Well,
I
let me
know
ask
that
you this. Let me
I
ask
know
you this
that
because we always tell people to eat fruits and vegetables. Do you include that? Do you at least tell
so
people
I
like,
know that the week of the fight, I'm only eat just anything green and any kind of fruit. So that's what I'm eating right now. I'm a little angry because nobody went and got me some oranges like I asked for, and I ate all my grapes. And I can't. There's nothing for me to eat right now. I ate all the bananas. But I still have to make weight tomorrow. I'm about 5 pounds off, so be an easy cut.
nice.
But yeah, it's lifestyle. It's how you live. In any aspect, if you want to achieve something, then you have to live your lifestyle according to that purpose. You can't say, "Oh, I want to lose this amount of weight," and then you're not. You don't have to diet, but you're out there, going out every weekend, eat fast food, or drinking or all that stuff. You're not living the lifestyle to help you achieve that goal.
Got it. Well, here's the thing. Speaking of achieving that goal, Sunshine Johnson has put all the medals in there, all the trophies in there for you, the champ. So, of course, I think she's agreeing with your lifestyle, saying, yes, get your fruits and vegetables. With the courses that you're teaching, we definitely want to highlight those because you have a game coming up. I see a game coming up. You have a fight coming up. Wait a minute. Okay, so let's make sure we get the solo here because we want to see to your website. Your link is there right at the bottom of the screen. It's scrolling in the
We sit right here like this the whole interview. Belt across the shoulder.
Say that one more time.
I was teasing. No, the website is, so you can find out more information about me, more information about my sponsors, and then, all that good stuff. So that's really, it was the networking aspect of it all. That's what we wanted to do. And so having the platform to do that was really important to me. It's not just about going out there and being a superstar, making money or whatever. I wanted to be able to help other people, push towards their goals and the things that they want to do in life.
And when you say you want to help other people, that's where Educated Hands University comes into play. Because of course, people can take the courses. It's not just about, like you're saying, talking trash or doing victory dances. You want people to have the necessary techniques, all the tools and all the good things. So I see here, we do have the link for your kick butt courses. It's in the video description, but of course we can also get there by going to educatedhands.co. So go ahead, Corey, did you have a question? Because people are putting in hashtag the home team. I know Keisha Taylor has added it again. Hashtag the home team, hashtag team knockout.
So Ricardo, I know you said you guys managed to sell out the Scope Arena. The Scope Arena is a very large arena here in Hampton Roads area. I know in the past they've hosted the NCAA tournaments. They've hosted basketball tournaments, that is. They've hosted arena football. They've hosted major concerts. And Jay-Z, Beyonce, you name it, they've been to the Scope. So this is a pretty big arena. What platforms, or as a promoter, what platforms are you using to make sure that this fight gets sold out? This is great marketing if you're selling out this arena.
Well, part of the thing that we did, we had an event past last weekend, I think.
It was on the
11th, and we were promoting it on 7 cities promoter, 7 cities _ promote on Instagram.
We use everything: TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.
We ran ads on.
We ran ads. Anywhere. I went out to the casino that they just opened out here and talked to people and passed out flyers. And I've been downtown Norfolk just walking around.
All the boxing gyms.
Yeah, people look at us like we're crazy. Sometimes. So it was amazing to me how many people don't even know that my sport exists. And I'm from Virginia right here, born and raised. So I look at myself as I want to kick open doors for other people. And I know 100% I have a young man who fought under me as an amateur, when I was doing my own promotion, who's now making his bare knuckle debut as a professional, you know, on the card with me here in Virginia, Britton Hart. You know, when I met her, she was a ring girl. No disrespect to her, you know, and now she's world champion, and we're main eventing and co-main eventing on the first ever card here in Virginia. And, you know, we were friends, and so there are a lot of other companies here that have got behind me as far as sponsoring. So, you know, they've got an advertisement. They tell me, "Oh, we have so many people coming in, you know, talking about you," and it's good to just be able to bring that to other people. You know? And the better I go out there and perform, the more shine everybody else gets. It's not really about me just shining in the square circle. Yeah. What happened? Ooh. What happened? Yeah, you gotta reset it. What happened?
All right. Okay, y'all. Our connection is doing some funny stuff, but let's make sure we bring them back in because we're all here in the studio. So here they are. We're going to join them back into the studio. All right. Sorry about that, you all. We're all back. We're all here.
I don't know what happened. Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you know what? They just knocked us out, pun intended. And GT Jr. grows at Alaska. He is in Alaska saying, wow. I do have a question for you because, of course, people are putting in hashtag the home team so that way they can win the first place pony giveaway. So we're about to do our first giveaway. So if you all have not put in hashtag the home team, please do so. And of course, you're talking about these courses that you created so that people can go to your website. Educated Hands University is right there on your website. When they go to the homepage, they can always see that. But you mentioned sponsorship also. They can also find that on your website. And so this makes it super easy for people to be able to just learn from you without having to be right there in the studio. So anybody around the world can basically take this course, right?
Pretty much. So it's not just university, it's a whole educated hands training program. And as you complete, I've only had one person complete the courses so far that we have, but as you complete them, then you get one of these, which is a headband. You know, it's kind of like martial arts where you get a belt, or send you your headband, and it represents what level you're at, you know, in your educated hands training. And it's not just the aspect of physical training. The other courses are, you know, some of it is mental, spiritual, and self-awareness courses as well within it. So.
Okay, so Miriam Adepoju, she's Nigerian. She has 2 daughters, but she does have a son. It looks like I see a lot of men there on your site. So that's good to know that my favorite Nigerian can go there. And Miriam also talks about a lot of grants. I know you were talking about sponsorship. Miriam teaches us if we have a business, how to have a grant. So Kimberly Wilson, she has put in hashtag the home team. She's looking to win. All we need is for the rest of you. Bravo with Sheila, ladies, let's chat. Put in hashtag the home team. Before we get into the first place pony, tell us a little bit about what you just mentioned with sponsorship. You said Ricardo is a sponsor and he's a promoter. He's one of the reasons why you have sold out, or just about sold out. I'm just going to show the arena. All of the gray is the sold out. The blue are the only seats still available for your fight. So this means that whether or not we buy the course, a lot of us are already going to be sitting in the seats watching you fight. And of course, you talked about how you've elevated people from ring girls up to professional fighters.
Hey, look, I did not elevate. Look, I didn't elevate Britton Hart. I'm not taking any credit for the work that she's put in. What I'm saying is, you know, I came from a low place. We say from prison to pay-per-view to world champion. All right, that was my trail, you know. And Britton, I met her when I got out, and when I met her, she was a fighter, but she was also a ring girl at one of the my savior. Thank you. I'm trying to wait. There's only one thing I can eat. But you know, and the Dave Feldman, the owner of BKFC, had asked me at one point, did I know any good female fighters from Virginia? And there were two that I knew, her and another friend of mine. And, I guess he reached out to her. And, like I said, and now her hard work, her dedication, her growth as a person in life has led her to also being a world champion. That's what I mean, by kicking open the door and allowing others to achieve their dreams. And,
Now, when it comes to your kick butt courses, I know people are wondering, like I said, how's your kick butt course? I know it's got to be a lot of video tutorials because you're teaching the fight styles, but you also mentioned spiritual and physical, mental training, I should say, as well, life skills. So with that being said, what are you using? What platform can they find your courses on, and what are you using to build your courses?
Because I know Udemy. I'm going to share your Udemy page while you answer that.
You can use the Udemy page, right? But in order to there's 3 courses at a time. And when you complete the first 3 courses, then you unlock the next 3.
Ah.
Now,
nice. So wait, so that means that it is listed on Udemy. We can always put in bare knuckle fight and it'll pop up on Udemy. But we also, let's just say Audrey's Living Life. Hello, good morning to you. We can just go to your website, and that's where we can click on universities, because Mary Madipoju is so loving this. The Nigerians are all about business. And so she's like, okay, great. You have all the different avenues. So the platform where your courses are online, the university, like you said, they're spiritual. There's not just trash talking, as I say. I don't think y'all even teach trash talking. Y'all teach technique.
I'm not really a trash talker. It's just, I talk with these. No, I talk with these.
So now, Reggie, I know when for us, we create documents and forms using Canva. Canva has a special feature called Magic Write. It's an AI where there's text, where you actually give it prompts. It actually writes out prompts, text for you, whether it's going to be a press release, whether it's something that you're putting for a blog post, or something, a description for a YouTube channel like we've done before. It also does AI images, text to images. As far as your current editions, what do people get in the courses as far as the video tutorials? But then as far as what plans do you have to expand it and possibly use AI features to generate those?
And wait, are you using any AI? Because it looks like when he's knocking these people out, he's right. He's not using AI for those things. Tell us what you might be using technology for.
I have a couple of programs we use to just go over as far as financials, management, scheduling, all that stuff. Because sometimes, like, people will schedule things with me and I'll completely forget.
No, I understand, because you know what, Gail at Night says, oh, he said you can get these hands, So we understand. You might forget a few things. You got a few fights under your belt, and so you have several different tools that you're using in your courses. Like we said, they can be found on educatedhands.co, because Gail at Night is dropping your links. And then you can also go to Udemy and type in bare knuckle, and that's another place. And like you're saying, once we progress through, more is unlocked. So this way we get way more unlocked as we progress. Now let's see that belt that you were holding up, because is bare knuckle a mixed martial arts form?
It's hand to hand.
Hand to hand, brutal combat.
So Ricardo,
nice. Okay, BKFC championship for that big. Oh yeah, he got the big gold belt,
right?
Like the one we used to make when we were little.
Cardboard and aluminum foil. So Ricardo, as a promoter,
say that again.
Being that you're his promoter, you actually understand what is bare knuckles fighting, so that people can know that. I mean, you see examples on the videos that are being played, but what examples?
Yeah, because David Hunt is like, ooh, hashtag bare knuckles. Tell us exactly what bare knuckle fighting is. Y'all put in hashtag the home team.
Well, it's kind of like MMA. Remember when MMA first started? It was kind of like low key. Obviously MMA fights in the octagon. Boxing, they fight in the square ring. When it comes to bare knuckles, there's no gloves, just bare knuckles, and they fight in a circle ring.
Oh.
Okay, so it's at the
Yeah, the
ring.
ring is a circular ring.
Yeah, so
Yeah, it's a real
the
ring.
ring is actually a ring because it's in the shape of a circle. Okay,
We
so
call it the squared circle.
the square
Same thing like boxing, just with no gloves.
Okay,
Yeah, they do that.
We're allowed to fight in the clinch.
They can fight in the clinch. So it's like an all-out rumble.
so you say fight. When you say fight in the clinch, like in boxing with the gloves, like Mike Tyson,
No,
they
9
clinch.
times out of 10, when they clinch, they break it up.
Right.
No, I can hold your head. I can hold your arm. I can reposition you, and as long as I'm punching you, then I can continue to do that.
Now, one of the things about your promotional skills, Ricardo, this speaks because if I'm not mistaken, this is the first legal bare knuckles fight in Virginia in what 150 years.
Yeah, they never. Yeah, this is the first time they're doing it.
No, this is the first ever in world history and life history and existence bare knuckle fight in Virginia ever.
Oh wow! Okay.
Oh, so that's because what we're showing right now in the back, it's something from the news. Now, here's the thing: the everyday life of an OCD-ish chick. She's our number one thug. She says, "Good morning, fam. Did somebody say fight? See, I told you, she's our thug." She's a gardener. She does a lot of different creative things, and she has a broadcast herself. But she got her days of back in the day of being a brawler, shot caller. So definitely we appreciate the techniques that you're teaching and the legacy that you're leaving. Now, I will say Gale at Night has dropped the Udemy link so that if they want to go there to get your courses, they can definitely go there. And then another thing is with your Instagram, you also have the links there so that people in your posts, people can go right to the ticket place and check out right there. David Hunt is saying if Mike Tyson clinches you, he can bite. Is biting allowed? That's the question.
No.
No,
There's no biting. It's only fists. There's no elbows, no knees. The only strikes are with your fists, but we can't fight in the clinch. And I am the creator of bare knuckle clinch fight.
A lot of those dudes don't have teeth to fight.
Wow.
Well, guys,
So y'all, we're about to do first place pony. Don't forget, go to the Instagram. This way you all can see Easy laying people low. Okay.
I have to adjust to putting them back.
Hey, we make sacrifices, but he made sacrifices to this. You know what I'm saying? Some people can't fight for it.
All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do our first place pony drawing for bragging rights for being early in the comments. I'm gonna make a horse race announcement. And when I say bring, then Reggie and Ricardo, you guys are gonna say and they're off. So that when I make that gate sound bring, you'll say and they're off.
All right, y'all ready, guys?
Yeah.
All right, so what we're going to do is make sure that everybody can see their name scrolling across the screen. So once whoever has put in hashtag the home team, once you all say they're off, they'll see for themselves. It's not rigged because Wallyverse Media said it's the rigged phony, but it's not rigged, y'all. Just join and you just might win.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another run of the blind guy, his wife, their life live. First place pony derby. All the jockeys are mounted and ready to ride. Reggie and Ricardo, what did bare knuckles fighters say about their gloves? Bring!
And they're off.
All right, the everyday life of OTD shit. Keisha, Audrey's living life. Trash can waves. David Hunt. Audrey's living life. David Hunt. Audrey's living life. Bravo, Sheila. Ladies, let's chat. David Hunt. Trash can waves. Kimberly Wilson. Trash can waves.
All the way out there in Michigan.
What did we say about our gloves?
And they're off.
Oh.
Well,
in my mind, I'm like, no, I got a good rest last night. In my mind, I'm like, we don't wear any gloves.
Right.
I do have. Well, Nikki has a question for you. The everyday life of an OCD chick is asking any women fighters, because I said I only saw the men getting knocked out, but
that's what I'm saying. Britain Hart is the strawweight world champion. I'm the main event and she's a co-main event, and I'm a gentleman. So when they initially asked us who wanted to be which, I was like, she can, ladies first, essentially, if you want her to be the main event, I'm cool with it. And then my team and my manager was like, no, the fight is here in 757 where you're from. We're going to be the main event. I was like, for me, it didn't matter either way. I was just going to go out there and shine and have fun, but to have a friend of mine that I've known for years, we both came from absolutely nothing, from the absolute bottom, and we call ourselves the no names, right? Because they give the UFC fighters and the former, world champions from other leagues more shine than they do us. And we worked from the very bottom to get where we are. And we're both world champions. And now we're making world history together. And so it's absolutely amazing and awesome. So there are plenty of women fighters.
All right.
Wonderful. We do have people in the chat. Nikki is saying, cool. There are women fighters. Share with Love TV is congratulating our winner, Trash Can Waves. And of course, Gale at Night has dropped the link for his channel. Everybody's congratulating him. We're about to take a coffee break, but for you two, I know that you said, especially you, Reggie, because you're the fighter, you said this week, fight week, you're only eating fruits, vegetables. That's pretty much it. But David Hunt is feeling his
a few snacks in between.
A few snacks in between.
Yeah, I had a couple little mini Cinnabon things. I needed some sugar. I was running a little low.
Got it. David Hunt says he's feeling his oats today. Does that count as his vegetable? Can you eat oats this week? Is that allowed?
Yeah, I can eat them.
Okay. All right.
Now, with your courses, are you actually offering any type of lifestyle plans as far as meals are concerned for people that are actually training to fight, or just looking to get fit by using your videos for fitness training as well? Are you offering any food suggestions for them?
So we're gonna branch out within the like I said, most of it is you complete the first basic hand-to-hand course, is you unlock the lifestyle courses, and then once you finish the lifestyle courses, you unlock the next set of combat courses, and then after that you unlock the next one. So that's kind of how I want have it running. And we've been working on adding stuff to it, but then we got our fight, and so 10-week camp, the focus became getting ready for camp, and then when we're done with that, I'll take a delve back into adding the things I wanted to my website and to my program. But really, the whole movement is to open the Educated Hands training facility, where we provide everything, not just in the sense of teaching you how to beat somebody up, but scholarship opportunities for kids, life coaching skills, things that we are taught in school that are necessary to truly survive in this world and in this life. Ultimately, I want to be able to offer those things. That's why we do the community events, we do the community projects. I go out there and I talk to kids and stuff like that. So it's not about just people going up there and buying my learning how to fight. We want to branch out to the point where we're truly making an impact in our community as well.
Nice.
Right. Well, guys, if you're like Reggie and you're looking to actually branch out and expand the offerings that you're making through your product lines, your courses, definitely check out Canva. Canva's Magic Write AI and Canva's Text to Image AI is something that's great. Gives you prompts, gets you over writer's block, gets you over all those creative blocks that might be preventing you from progressing with your content, your book, your recipe book, your storybook,
your fight courses. Because the Jay Jordan is in here and he is a fitness person, and so I'm sure he appreciates this content this morning from you. How do we get into our coffee break?
Definitely want to get into our coffee break. Guys, don't go anywhere. We're going to pop you backstage and you can enjoy some chips, some computer chips, some software salsa, and some virtual vino. We're going to bring you right back in soon after our coffee break where we thank our sponsors.
Speaking of which, thank you to Jay Jordan. He has given us a super sticker. Thank you for that gift. Wow.
Thank you to Jay Jordan.
That's cash in the bank. We appreciate that. Thank you. Speaking of sponsors.
So hang tight in the green room. We're going to bring you right back after we do our coffee break.
All right. So Corey, let's get into the coffee break because wow, we got some money.
if you want to be down with the Blind Guy, His Wife, Their Life home team, you can go to blindguyhiswife.com. When you get there, make sure that you click the green coffee cup so she can say,
What you doing?
I can say, girl, you know what I'm doing. I'm about to fight in the clinch like Reggie Barnett Jr. and stir it like coffee. Take a thing. But you can also do what some of our sponsors have done. This broadcast is brought to you in part by promotional considerations paid for by the following unmuted sponsors.
Absolutely. Thank you to all of our sponsors. We completely appreciate you. And of course, we could not do this without you. So thank you.
Supreme sponsors, David and Christine Brooks. Supreme sponsor, Dr. Linda Bailey Hayden of Elizabeth City State University.
Supreme sponsor, Hollywood Cuts.
Supreme sponsor, private school in California.
Supreme sponsor, People's Pharmacy. Check out their YouTube channel.
Supreme sponsor, Jamestown Settlement. Supreme sponsor, Mount Zion AME Church.
You or your company can become a sponsor. Visit blindguyhiswife.com.
All right, y'all, we are back. And of course, it's time.
It's time to bring in our special guest to round out our interview with them. Thank you for joining us on this episode of The Blind Guy,
His Wife,
Their Life Live. Here for you every hump day, bang, to Friday. That's Wednesday.
Thursday,
Friday at
11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
We bring you the best in business resources and nutritional health resources. And today is no exception to the rule. We got a very special guest, two very special guests. Today's special guest is a fighter and a promoter combination that's more deadly than the 1-2 that Rocky Balboa put on any of his opponents in the boxing ring in any of those Rocky movies. Today's 1-2 combination is better than any quarterback football wide receiver combo that ever existed. Today's 1-2 combination is better than DJ Premier and the Jizzle or the RZA on the ones and twos, the wheels of steel. Today's 1-2 combination is none other than Bareknuckle's fighting champion himself and his promoter. It's time for today's featured guest. We got Reggie, Educated Hands Barnett Jr. and his promoter, Ricardo.
Hey, welcome back, welcome back.
Yum, yum, yum.
He's back. Y'all are silly.
All right, so guys, we've been talking a lot about we talked about how you have the Educated Hands kick butt courses through the Educated Hands University. We talked about even how you related, the lifestyle. Like right now, you're training, you're eating more fruits and vegetables so that you can actually be into top-notch condition.
Well, actually, this week is pretty much only fruits and vegetables with a few snacks in between. So yeah, he's doing it.
And then now we talked about your courses, but let's talk about how you're a brawler shot caller. Content creators of any type are trying to increase their reach and increase how they reach their audience.
Speaking of the audience, if people have questions, can they put them into the comments?
Certainly, you can always put questions into these comments, and we'll get those answered for you.
Because Mary Pojo is here. Oh, she's working in the background, but she's listening. If you all have any questions, put them into the comments.
So guys, so Reggie and Ricardo, you guys have expanded your reach so that this fight is not just something that's accessible to people in Hampton Roads. What platform are you using? What platform can people tap into if they want to watch this fight in there, say like GT Jr. in Alaska, or like Trash Can Waves in Michigan, or like Miriam Adepoju over there in California?
Yeah. And she says I look so beautiful today. What's the secret? And BK from the Rockies is listening. Thank you. The secret is the makeup. But go ahead, Corey.
So how they can access, what platforms are you using so that they can access this fight if they're not in the Hampton Roads area?
Was there something? What is it? BKFC.com. You can download the BKFC app in the Apple or the Google Play Store.
Subscribe.
And you can subscribe. But make sure you use my referral link from one of my platforms, whether it's from my Facebook page, my Instagram, my YouTube. I have a referral link that allows you to download the BKFC app. It's $7.99 for a month, subscription, or you can best pay $64 something for an entire year. And that doesn't just give you the fight that, I'm fighting on the event. You can watch all my fights from Bareknuckle from the very first one in 2018 up to my fight on Friday, and then you can watch mostly all the Bareknuckle, the entire archive of fights from other fighters. And then they have videos, and special stories and stuff that they've done on certain fighters. So anything Bareknuckle content related is on the BKFC app. And I feel like for $7.99 a month, when the Bareknuckle Fighting Championship has anywhere from it has a show every month, pretty much, or 2 to 3 shows every month, then that's better than paying for one high value boxing event, $70 for one fight.
So on the app, I think I'm just looking through the Instagram posts because I can't remember if we put it into the description because let's see, BK from the Rockies is here saying nice. He's on the BKFC roster, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. So BK from the Rockies is familiar with that platform that you're talking about. Obviously, he's already tapped in. I know Healthy G-Mom was excited to hear you say fruits and vegetables. She's got all the emojis there. But Keisha Taylor has a question for you. The question is, what round are we knocking him out? Like, do you plan that? Does that just happen? You want to give people...
Easy in 3.
Oh, 3 rounds.
I gotta put on a show for my home state, so I'm going to download on the first round. I'm gonna make exciting the second round, and then I'm taking them out in the third.
Oh, you heard it here. You heard the prediction here from Educated Henry Barnett. In 3 rounds, he plans to have his opponent down on the ground.
I don't know. David Hunt is saying this is for informational purposes only. None of this is combat advice. Y'all go to the course if y'all want the combat advice.
Yeah, we ain't giving out no free combat advice right here.
Trash Can Wave says, got it. Trash Can says, my man looked like Corey Holcomb. So I don't know if you're familiar with Corey Holcomb, but I don't know if anybody's ever told you look like him. All we know is we want people to go to Instagram because that's where we can get all your links. Now, I'm here on Instagram right now, Trash Can Waves, just to let you know, he's preparing for combat. And because he's out there in Michigan. But BK from the Rockies says he called it. I'll be looking for a round 3 stoppage. So, all right, we got you. Round 3, we're looking for it. Let me ask you this, because I know we're going to get into the sponsors to finish up this conversation. But if I'm here, where do I find the link for the app? If I'm going through your posts, the referral link.
I don't know if they're on the post, but if you go on my main part of my Easy page, they're right up there. It's in my profile.
I see it right here. I'm gonna referral.bareknuckle.
Yep.
You know what? I'm gonna copy this and drop it into the chat right now, so that way people will have no excuse, and I'll be sure that we add that to the description.
Just so that everybody knows.
And look at Nikki. She's like, oh, okay. She's ready for the fight.
What time is the fight going to take place on Friday?
If you're coming, if you're in Virginia, and you should be coming if you are in Virginia, I don't care if you're 5 hours away. It's a historical event for Virginia in itself. Doors open at 7. The prelims start at 8, and the main card starts at 9. And of course, I'm the main event, so I probably won't be fighting till sometime after 11:30.
Okay.
Got it. Mary Madipoju says, yes, so Trash Can is just making sure he's getting the policy on biting. He wants to be sure before we get into sponsorship. Can you repeat what bare knuckle fighting is and what's allowed, what's not allowed for anybody like the everyday life of an OCD-ish chick or Miriam that might be looking at, let me
bare knuckle is a hands-only combat sport that allows fighting in the clinch, but there are no biting, no elbows, no knees, no headbutting. All the same rules as Queensberry boxing, just allowing clinch fighting.
Just for people that might just joined us and don't know, clinch fighting means like when boxers in traditional boxing, they actually clinch, the referee breaks them apart. But when in bare knuckles boxing, they can actually clinch and still swing and punch, and it's legal. They're not going to get broken up. And Reggie Barnett Jr. says he is the the inventor of the perfect clinch fighting technique. So you'll get to see that all taking place in action on Friday, March the 24th. So get your you can watch it if you're not here in Virginia. You can actually watch it. Just tap into use this referral link to the Bare Knuckles Fight Championship app so that you can actually watch him do his thing live as it happens.
Yes, referral.bareknuckle.tv/Reggie. To make it easy, we did drop the link in there, so all you'll have to do is click.
Thank you guys so much.
You're welcome. No, you know what? Thank you so much, because Nikki came through the door. This is what Gail at night is saying. Nikki came through the door with her tennis shoes on and the Vaseline ready. She's a gangster. So Nikki, now here's the thing. Nikki, though, is telling Trash Can Waves that you will be disqualified for biting. And she fires. Her information is all about firearms, self-defense. So this might be something that she'll be interested in, because you see she's shouting out Trash Can Waves. They love the firearms. And Trash Can says, the everyday life of an OCD chick, I'm trying to have a fighting chance. Because you say you're going to knock the guy out in the third round. So here's what I'm going to try. Say that again.
I said I'm going to try to take him out in the third.
Got it.
Now
we'll see if you're watching the fight. You will see the gas pedal. You're going to see it. You're going to notice the difference between the first round and the second round, and when I turn on the gas pedal. Now, if he survives it when I turn it, I mean, you can't. I don't want him to, but I am going to turn on the gas pedal in the third round, and we're going to see who's really made of what.
Okay. Well, she says she heard fight, and we got XDMC in the chat says
he's a martial artist himself.
Absolutely. He just got here. He thought he was at the Source Awards, because this is what I want to get into. Speaking of awards, you have an award-winning website with all of this information. So the Amazing MNG is watching from Jamaica, for example. So here we are. We're going to show her, right along with everyone else, how they can become a sponsor, because you can be in Jamaica and become a sponsor. When we go to your website, there's a link for sponsorship right here at the top. And when we click there, we get all of the incredible sponsors information, the link to become a sponsor. So you have everything laid out for us so that it makes it really easy. Tell us a little bit about.
With sponsorship comes a lot of privileges. Like for us, we use Buy Me a Coffee as a platform to actually do our sponsorship program. And we thank our sponsors, just like you saw at our coffee break. What I know your website is a place where your sponsors are listed. You shout them out as well as part of your pre or post-fight interviews. How else are they getting exposure?
Hold on, Corey, wait. Somebody come in and want to fight him because they're talking to somebody. Ricardo, you.
That's my manager. Like, she's rushing them to get out of here. We gotta go do a weigh-in.
All right, we'll talk fast. Okay, we're gonna let you talk fast. We're gonna let you go because BK from the Rockies likes all the bare knuckle platforms since they don't have as much contract negotiations nonsense that boxing has. Bare knuckle fighters just want to fight. So tell us about the sponsorship then. Ricardo, you can tell us. Reggie, you can tell us. Either of you, give us a little bit of information because we know you got to go. We're going to let you go in 3 minutes.
You know more information than I do.
So, it makes it available for you to sponsor me and help me, with my camp. We have some monetary sponsors. We have some in-kind sponsors, and then we have, I guess, some corporate sponsors. It's just, but we also, find ways to give back to our sponsors. So if you're providing monetarily, I'll come to the business, speak with people. I show up for events that are asked for and stuff like that. So, however you can help support this journey, then I try to reciprocate in kind for, other people and my sponsors.
Well, so we know that you have to go. Ricardo, do you have to go? Because we have one more giveaway. The last person, we're going to have everybody put in hashtag, what, Corey?
Educated hands.
Hashtag educated hands. And if they win, say, for example, if Melissa Jane wins, they're going to be able to vote on something. So Ricardo, you can help us out. Whether
I'll stay on. I'm gonna stay on. He's gonna go ahead and take care of his business. I'll stay on.
All right, got it. Okay. So we know that Easy has to go fight. I mean, he has to go train to fight. So thank you so much for being here.
Go weigh in.
Say that again.
We'll do a weight check.
Oh,
you got an interview today.
I have an interview.
Culture signing,
weight check.
And then at 8, you have to go back for a weight check.
Oh, that 8 o'clock I gotta go back for a week.
That's his manager talking. She's giving him the whole rundown. She's manager/secretary.
And
All
then
right.
tomorrow morning, you have to go down there and do a photo shoot. At 12, you have your official weigh-in. And then at 6, you have the media weigh-in.
Oh,
And then Friday, you have another weigh-in.
Wow. So fighter schedule is more than just getting in the ring and swinging at people. You have
No, XDMC said the manager sounds like a wife. Like she got all those marching orders.
So
I'm the mom.
So it's my mom. Actually, my mom is my manager, and we call her my momager. And I've had so many management companies reach out. Oh, we'll raise your platform. But my mom is one of my closest friends in this world, and she does it not because she wants anything from me, but because she wants to see her son successful in life. Somebody who generally doesn't want anything for themselves, but to see you do well. That's my mom in all aspects of it. So that's why.
So Reggie, she's probably the only person that you would be guaranteed to catch a beating from and lose.
I'm a runner. I'm talking. You gotta catch me first. That you can't do.
Well, okay. We understand you gotta go listen to the momager, as Everyday Life of an OCD-ish Chick said. XDMC says that's awesome. Can't go wrong with mom. And Gail at Night, like, yes, go momager. Everybody's putting in hashtag educated hands. So, and of course, people are going to follow you on your Instagram, your website. BK from the Rockies is laughing. Let's make sure we just finish up with the final giveaway. If they win, and you all, we can let you go because we're going to let you all know the results. And once people put in every educated hands, like she fires,
hashtag educated hands.
They are going to be.
Thank you guys so much. I'm sorry that you hurt my schedule.
Yes.
After the fight, I would love to come back on and let's just chop it up and see, how many people we can inspire from my story.
Wonderful.
Right. Thank you, Reggie. And I don't know what they say in theater. We say break legs, but I guess in bare knuckles fighting, I guess they say break jaws or something like that, or break noses. But good luck in the fight,
Ricardo. You can tell us what they say. Well, I don't know what do you say to somebody that's going to fight instead of break a leg? What do you say? You don't say good luck or?
Duck and slip that punch. That's the best advice. You don't want to get hit in the face too many times.
Right.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and everybody hashtag educated hands. And what we'll do is we'll actually say that the guest is going to give away a chance to actually have a social media shout out from Reggie Barnett Jr. So a social media shout out from Reggie Barnett Jr.
Keisha Taylor said hashtag break faces.
So guys, are we ready to roll with this drawing?
Yes, let's do the drawing. People have already been putting in, like BK from the Rockies, hashtag educated hands. Let's go for it.
All right, I'm going to actually say 3, 2, 1, and Ricardo, you're going to just say educated hands. Here we go. 3, ready?
Yeah, we do have people that have entered it in. If you didn't, y'all hurry up and put it in there.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
Oh yeah, it's there.
Okay, ready? Here we go. 3, Ricardo, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Educated hands.
There you go.
All right, wonderful. Let's hit the button. All right, Gail at Night, David Hunt, the Everyday Life of an OCD Chick, BK from the Rockies, Keisha Taylor, she fires. David Hunt, the Everyday Life of an OCD Chick, she fires. David Hunt, the Everyday Life of an OCD. Keisha Taylor. This is good. You know what? Congratulations to you, Keisha Taylor. You will get a social media shout out from
Reggie Barnett Jr. Educated Hands team.
Yes, all you have to do is what you've done, entered, and look, you have won. Y'all make sure you check out what Gail at Night is dropping there, the bare knuckle courses. But XDMC somehow, can we get some cash prizes up in here?
Yes, sponsored by XDMC himself.
And BK from the Rockies said, BKFC, knuckle up. That's their quote.
Oh, okay, knuckle up. All right. So yeah, we know that. So yeah.
You got a bob and wig. You got a bob and wig, Nikki. That's it. Instead of bob and weave. Nikki is also She's also congratulating Keisha Taylor. And we got a businessman in here, K Business Podcast. Y'all, if you don't want to fight, go check out K Business. He was talking yesterday, the same stuff that our guest today was talking. Promote yourself on all the platforms. K Business Podcast was teaching how to go into groups, create your own groups and all that stuff. So y'all listen to everybody. Keisha Taylor saying, hey, thank you. You are welcome, because She Fires is congratulating you. We do have the amazing M&G in Jamaica saying, can I be a winner too, please? We'll get you. And we did change our camera, Kay. We are going to accept your congratulations, the amazing M&G. And we have one more question for Ricardo. What's that question,
Ricardo,
Corey?
we saw what Reggie was eating. What fruits and vegetables have you eaten or do you plan to eat today?
All right. Now, I think because he's driving, his screen is frozen right now. So in order to get to our plant-based treats, you all in the comments can answer this, especially on the replay. What fruits and vegetables have you eaten today? Because y'all heard Reggie himself. He says all this week, fight week, is mainly just fruits and vegetables for him.
He says he's been eating today. He had oranges, grapes, and bananas.
Absolutely. Oh, David Hunt said, oh, this was so rigged, he want to fight. Well, you got to fight Keisha Taylor because, she won. I can't tell you what to do. But K Business says the picture looks sharp. Thank you. And he says, yeah, Gail, she's working hard, y'all. She's dropping his link. So if you want to get the business, do just that. I'm going to bring Ricardo back in here. And this way, Ricardo, if you can hear us, all we need is one final answer from you. What fruits and vegetables have you had today? That's your question, Ricardo.
I had a smoothie. I didn't really actually eat a smoothie. I had a protein smoothie this morning. I don't eat breakfast for real.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Well, that's good though, because in that protein smoothie, do you add just the protein powder and milk, or how do you do yours?
Usually my wife, she adds, I guess she puts like bananas and stuff in it. I'm not sure what she all puts in it, but I just drink it. She makes it, I drink it.
Good. So you got some fruit in there. Wonderful. Okay. So you got to keep up with the fight, man. I love it. Well, you know what? We do have a meal plan for anybody out there looking for one. blindguidestories.com/meal plan. So thank you so much, Ricardo, for helping us to bring
Reggie Barnett Jr.
Yes.
So I know you're driving, just keep staying in the green room and we'll bring you back in and say thank you when this is all said and done, because we got to get into our plant-based treat.
So we'll talk to you in just a minute, because we are not fruit hoodlums.
We're not vigilantes. We're not plate popo, mealtime Marines, or suppertime security guard. Like Wally says, we are plate advisors. And now it's time for today's plant-based treat by Chef LaQuita Marie.
All right, getting you to eat more fruits and vegetables every day, not liquid coffee beans. Coffee, we can't count that, David Hunt. K Business, David Hunt actually gave us this camera. He told us where to go to get this camera. So I think if you can remember David Hunt, it's a LOGI something. I'm looking at it there, but David Hunt, he's the advisor, y'all. Go to his channel. He's got all the info for you. Plant-based treat, let's do it. All of you can eat this. Yesterday was Taco Tuesday, so here we go.
Taco Bowl. Yum.
We've got everything lined up that we'll need. These are the main ingredients. You can always add things to this. Black beans are nutritionally powerful, can reduce the risk of serious medical conditions, and helps your body process calories more effectively. Black beans to a pot. We're going to cook those for about an hour and a half. I'll also get the rice started. I'm going to be adding some onions and kale. Kale is high in antioxidants that help your eyes to reduce the risk of macular degeneration and cataracts. Onions are high in the antioxidant vitamin C to fight colon, prostate, and lung cancer. Some of the chicken that I made the other day. Marinate the chicken in a teaspoon of bouillon and a half cup of water. Also got another protein, air fried tofu. A vinaigrette. I'm going to put this into the air fryer for 6 minutes. Toss it around, another 6 minutes. Soy foods like soy milk, tofu, and edamame have been linked to the reduced risk of certain cancers like breast, prostate, and gastric cancer.
Air fryer baked the seasoned tofu.
I'm going to try this blend. It actually has a great flavor. All right, I've turned the heat off. I'm going to just add a little bit of this seasoning blend. lemon red bell pepper blend.
Brown rice has heart-healthy fiber, which uses cholesterol to make bile acid, helps digestion, and helps lower cholesterol levels.
It's a large onion and about 4 cloves of garlic to the black beans.
Garlic and onions can lower blood pressure, regulate diabetes, and reduce hardening of the arteries.
Add 3 tomatoes to the black beans.
Tomatoes are a good source of vitamin A, C, and B2, which stop cell damage that cause cancer and inflammation.
Add some of the salt.
A teaspoon of the no salt herb blend.
Add a teaspoon of the vinaigrette and Tex-Mex seasoning.
I'm gonna air fry some of this chicken.
It's really good, and if you put it with chips, it'll also be good too.
I really like the crispy, smoky flavor of the chicken that you made. The sour cream with the plant-based sour cream with a real smooth touch to it.
All right, y'all. The amazing M&G says, thanks so much for sharing a delicious recipe with vegetables with us. Yes, you're absolutely welcome. We got Irene Zab watching from Kenya, and y'all know what to do. If you're looking for ingredients, blindguystories.com/Amazon. Thank you, Gail, for dropping that in there. And of course, Engineering Cannabis, we were talking about courses today. Engineering Cannabis says, I love the discussion on courses, and I'm creating courses on getting into AI in healthcare and human resources. Nice.
All right, guys, that does it for this episode of A Blind Guy.
His wife.
Like guys.
Oh, that's the new camera, Logitech C920. Tune in tomorrow.
Tune in tomorrow. You're going to see me go under the clippers as a barber takes the one chip challenge, the one chip pocket chip challenge. He's going to eat a pocket chip and he's going to cut my hair blindfolded. So tune in tomorrow. We're going to pop up on you later on to explain how you can actually vote and watch and win as part of tomorrow's broadcast. So tune in later and then tune in tomorrow. Like, share, and subscribe.
Well, the other thing is, She Fires is saying the food always looks so good. I bet Laquita would have a successful vegan restaurant if she had one. I know. Yeah. You know what? I'm not sure that I want to have one, but that's good news for tomorrow, Corey. They can go to plantbasedtreats.org/
Blind Barber.
That's it. I'll put it in the chat, and hopefully the link works, because there's a way for you to vote so we can see if
Rams, not Barbara Rams, is going to be a haircutting hero, or is he going to be a clipper catastrophe as he endures the heat of the Carolina Reaper pocket chip while cutting my hair blindfold.
Ooh, thank you so much, Irene Zab, for liking and sharing this video. And then, of course, plantbasedtreats.org/ blind barber to vote. All right, how do we say goodbye, Corey? Because Nikki is saying, oh, okay, nice. And David Hunt is dropping the link. If anybody wants the camera that has us looking sharp, David dropped the link for it. So that's how you get it, the Logitech C920.
We're going to say goodbye the same way other fighters are going to say goodbye to Reggie Barnett Jr. when he gets those fists going 100 miles an hour. They're gonna
wait a minute. You got to say something about texting to opt in and all of that.
Definitely.
You got to say deuces like with that in there.
So if you want to get text, if you want to opt in to receive text messages about events, giveaways, and other great information, you can text the home team. Text the home team to 757-231-3949. So text the home team to 757-231-3949, and you can find out all the
Gail said my link doesn't work. Okay, I'll fix it.
You can find all the great information that we have, and then
we know this link works, y'all. So just text us, and we'll make sure you get the link.
And then whenever you're sitting around and you're bored, you can say to boredom, I'm going to tune in to Blind Guy His Wife Their Life until boredom.
Ooh, and Tabby.
Hey, Tabby, how you doing?
You supposed to put that in the goodbye.
South Africa. We're going to say goodbye the way in Tabby, and everybody else will say goodbye when they're ready to run and watch the next episode of Blind Guy His Wife Their Life Live. They tell everybody else, deuces.
Deuces. All right, y'all. We'll see you on the next one.